All right. Welcome to the event number 7 captain's meeting. How you doing, Sean?
Oh, pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing well, doing well. You on your way down?
Yeah, just wrapping up the last third of this drive. I'll be down there tonight sometime.
Cool, man. Cool. Well, be safe on your travels here. We got a
Yeah,
few already watching on here, which is good. So we'll go ahead and put this out there for those that are there. If you're fishing, you're watching this, go ahead and put your name in the comments so that we know that you've watched the captain's meeting. And then also, if you're getting on here a little bit later, be sure to pop it in there so that we know that you've watched it. We've got a few jumping on here, quite a few. We've got Gibbons already on here, Myers, Richard Bruce, Harrelson, Sherman. Hey, Sherman. Been a while. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Evan jumping on. So we're getting a good little crowd coming on.
they're
So,
piling it quick tonight.
yeah, we'll give it a couple of seconds here and let a few more pop on here, and then we'll get going. We're going to make this short and sweet. It's me and Sean on here tonight doing this. For those of you that don't know yet, Bailey has come down. He is fishing the event with us, so he's going to grace us tomorrow. There he is. He's just jumped into the comments here. What's up, Frederick? So he's getting signed up later tonight. I had a feeling there's going to be quite a few signing up tonight. It's going to be a little breezy out there.
Yeah, it is going to be breezy. Where are we sitting at right now for registrations?
We're sitting at 9.
9? Yeah, imagine it's going to jump up tonight. Tonight
Yeah,
and
it
tomorrow.
should. Yeah, I think a lot of people are probably waiting out this weather to see what it was going to do.
Yeah, I mean it looks like it's going to be tolerable. So
Yeah,
I
it's not
know
going to be too bad.
Yeah, I know. Said what Bailey said with the wind. You know, the lake wasn't too rough out there today, so
Yeah,
it was windy, but the lake wasn't as rough as what the wind was blowing. If that makes any sense, I think it's more so the north wind out there kind of protected
yeah,
up in the north and kept the waves down. So
yeah.
it's supposed to be the
Evan
same on
said,
Friday or Saturday.
yeah,
I mean, but slower speeds like 10 to
yeah.
15.
I was going to say it's dropped down a little bit on Friday than what it was.
Yeah,
So that's a good
yeah,
thing. And no
yeah,
rain. No rain on Saturday.
yeah. That is definitely a positive.
So Evan said he's here to watch Sean's road rage.
I'll, I'll keep it G rated right now. It's a good thing I wasn't on here earlier.
Yeah. Evan, are you fishing with us? No. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get this started. We'll make this short and sweet, make it real easy. And then again, for those of you that are watching this a little bit later, be sure to put your name in the comments so that we know that you've watched the captain's meeting. So we'll get going. This is captain's meeting for the event number 7, Headwaters and StickMarsh. Launch time is 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So lines in at 7 a.m. and lines out is at 3 p.m. Last photo submission is at 3:30. Remember, Headwaters, you can't get in the gate until what, an hour before sunrise? Is
1 hour
correct,
before
Sean?
sunrise. 1 hour
That
before
is,
sunrise, you can enter the parking lot. We'll post the time. I'll pull it tonight, and I'll post it on the page exactly what time you can enter the parking lot, so there's no confusion at all about. And I know the boats tend to like just bypass us at times. Just let them go. We're not going to enter the parking lot until 1 hour before sunrise.
yeah.
So,
All right. Good deal. Well, pre-fishing ends tomorrow night at 6 p.m. So you cannot be on the water after 6 p.m. The uh, the event ID will be released tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So be watching Attorney X and or that. So you'll have the identifier code. There is a mandatory check-in and check-out. All anglers must check out the water by 3:30 p.m. So be sure to check in when you get on the water and check out as you get off the water. I know a lot of us have kind of forget a little bit. You'd think we would have it, ingrained in us by now, but if you're like me, I always forget, getting old and having that short memory. So just set yourself an alarm to remind you. That's an easy way to do it. Established launches is the boat ramp at Headwaters and the kayak launch at Headwaters and the boat ramp at StickMarsh. That's all correct, Sean?
Correct.
Just those
Correct,
three?
Todd.
All
Yep.
right. Boundaries. The canal by the Fellsmere Grade Road is off limits. Correct?
Just to clarify, if you look at the northern edge of Headwaters and/or Fellsmere, there's a canal that runs east-west along the north side. That's the only thing that's off limits.
That's what I
The
thought.
boundaries, the natural boundaries created by the levees, is your boundaries. There's no way to get it out of StickMarsh. But you can't leave your kayak. If you can pedal power to a spot, you can get to it, but you can't drag your. If you're fishing StickMarsh in the morning, you're like, I want to go to Headwaters. You cannot drag your kayak over to levee and hop into Headwaters. You would have to leave from the boat ramp and hop in either a kayak launch or the other Headwaters boat ramp, for an example. So if you have any questions on what's off limits, it's just that one spot. That east-west canal that's on the north end of Headwaters. You can't get to it that I'm aware of.
Right.
So from any of those three launches, so it shouldn't be an issue.
So the award ceremony is what it's stated in the Tourney X is at 4:30, but being that we're all right there together, I think we should probably move that up to 4:15 to make it easy, because you got to be off the water at 3:30. So 45 minutes, you should be able to be right there at the StickMarsh Pavilion. So let's try to do that so we don't have everybody waiting around forever, a whole hour. So let's move it up to 4:15 will be the awards ceremony. So everybody should be able to make it back to the pavilion in 45 minutes from Headwaters or whatever. So if this is your first time fishing with us, be sure to fill out and sign the waiver and email it to floridakayakbasstrail@yahoo.com. If you are not a member of the club, you need to be a member of the club to be able to fish the event. So you can go on Tourney X and select the clubs there and click on that Florida Kayak Bass Trail to sign up for it. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Sean, Bailey, Jeff Gallagher, or David Myers. Any one of us will be able to help you out. All right. That's pretty much the main event stuff. Let's move on to safety. Number one safety is wear your PFD. Wear your personal flotation device. There's one, it's going to save your life, hopefully. Two is there's going to be boaters out there. There's going to be wind. There's going to be a little bit of everything, and you could get knocked out of your boat, fall out, whatever. We just want you to be safe out on the waters. Again, check in and check out on the water. That's a safety thing. We want to make sure everybody is off the water. So if they're not out and we don't have anybody notifying us, let us know. We'll be back out on the water looking for you. Number three, light. Before daylight, low light conditions, you got to have your 360 light going. If you are running a motor, you must have your navigation, your red-green lights going. Got to have your boat legally registered as well. Got to have a flag flying above your head. Want to be seen. I know it's just a little thing, but a flag whipping around will help hopefully somebody notice you out there on the water, because we are little boats compared to some of the big ones, and we want to make sure everybody is seen. And, going through some of those canals and stuff, you got to be very, very careful. Keep your head on the swivel, because some of them boats will cut some of them corners. So don't be fishing right on one of the corners there, or just pay attention so you can get out of the way. Also must have an audible device such as a whistle to be legal on the water. No alcohol or drug use while fishing. And again, watch out for all the boaters, especially in the Headwaters Canal, going, what is that? Was that the east-west? What's that
The S
canal that
Canal.
runs? The S
Canal.
Canal, the South Canal. When we're leaving out there in the morning or coming back, the boats can be pretty crazy running through there, and the waves can get pretty bad. So make sure that you kind of turn into it. Be very, very careful there. So that is pretty much all I've got right there, Sean. What about you? Got anything else to add?
No, I was just going to highlight a couple things. Todd brought it up, like check in, check out. The anglers at the ramp of all the events I fished this year, like everybody's pretty proactive about letting each other know, hey, check in, hey, check out. So continue that. It's a positive thing. So no anglers getting penalized for a stupid reason of forgetting to check out. S Canal, or we'll talk about the boat ramp. Like we said already, 1 hour prior to sunrise is when you're allowed to enter the parking lot. I'll post it tonight once I get down to the cabin, just to make sure everybody's aware. Before you go down the boat ramp, make sure everything's ready. Don't be clogging up the boat ramps, because you'll have a bunch of disgruntled boaters or other kayakers with you. The S Canal, I know myself. I fish with a few of the guys in the club often, and we encourage the boaters just to stay on pad as best as possible and go by us at their 25-mile-an-hour speed instead of just plowing past us, just to minimize the wake in the canal. Just be careful though when those boats. If you have to, you stop, turn into the wake, let it go, and let the boats go, then move on. But everybody's pretty much in these big stable kayaks for the most part. Some of us are in smaller ones like Mitchell, that tiny RVR. Let's see, water is still low. Yeah. On Headwaters, I didn't see the name, but the water's still low. It has been low for a minute. I don't know how much it came out with the rain you guys have gotten down in Florida, but on a lot of the cuts and a lot of the areas on both lakes, there's a lot of low water spots. So just be careful. You run a trolling motor. I've almost slung myself off at Headwaters a couple times, hitting the bottom with my bow mount going. So just be careful with that. Have your flags on. Todd brought up in the cuts. Just be careful if you're sitting in a cut. Don't sit right in the middle, because Todd is not wrong. Like, the boats will come down the canal and they'll blow through those cuts, either going east or west into out of the S Canal. So just be careful. Be aware of your surroundings, and everything will be all right. And the last thing is the gators. I've been there like 2 or 3 times in the last 30 days. The gators are a little bit protective right now. So if you see one, they're getting defensive because they're starting to nest. So just be careful in that aspect. A couple of years ago, we had somebody had one go right over the kayak and knock them out of their kayak. Luckily, they weren't hurt, but just be careful, because they're out in force. The big ones are out, so just be aware. Any other questions? That's all I got. You guys all have my phone number. Myself, Chris, and Todd will all be together tomorrow night. So feel free to reach out with us if you have any clarifying questions or comments or need anything from us. I think Todd may have some identifiers on hand. I do not. Chris may have some, but if you need an identifier, we'll be able to help you out. A few of us have extra boards, so if you need a board, we'll let you borrow one of our boards. I brought 2 or 3. So just by all means, reach out to us. If you look in the group page, the official page, you'll find one of our phone numbers, or all of our phone numbers.
I need a 32-inch because I'm going to catch the 27-incher. It won't work on that 26-inch board.
Yeah, for sure. But looking forward to seeing you guys. I'm excited. Yep. It's a great spot to
I got
fish.
one more thing I want to throw out there too, is sportsmanship. Sportsmanship. That's in our rules. We want to make sure that we set a good example for other anglers out there. We're out there to have fun. I know there's a little bit on the line there, but we want to make sure that it is a good time for everybody. All right. So we want calm heads to rule out there. We also want there's some of the water's pretty tight. So if somebody's fishing an area, and you're going to be going through there, just, ask them which way they're fishing, go around them, don't go fishing right up on them, those kind of things, so, yeah, Gibbons wants to know how many inches to win tomorrow or Saturday.
I don't even know. That lake changes every day.
Yeah. If you do, throw it in the comments what you think's going to win. I'm going to say 97 inches.
97. I think Brian Nelly pulled it off for the bass event. I think he had like around 102.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be around that number.
Over 100. You're saying. It's going to be real close. It's going to be just right at 100 or just a little over 100. I think there's going to be some good fish caught. Should be, hopefully. And looking forward to this one for sure, getting back out on the water.
Yeah, for sure.
So Myers has made up another nice plaque, the mirrored plaque. It looks really good. I think he's posted it out there. So somebody's going to go home with the custom made plaque there. So for those of y'all that don't know, he hand etches all of those. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of time and effort that goes into that. So they're really cool, one of a kind. So I know everybody that's won one has been pretty proud of it. So again, get signed up today, tomorrow. I think you can sign up is at midnight on Friday night. 11:59, I believe, is the last time. So get signed up, and we look forward to seeing everybody out there Saturday. Again, if y'all have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Sean or Bailey, David or Jeff. Any one of us will be happy to help you out. My number's all over the place, so you can do that or just message me in Facebook, and we'll get you answered. So that's all that I have. Sean, anything else?
Yeah, but like Todd said, think Dave, think Todd. Todd pumps a lot of stuff into the club too, and we definitely appreciate the anglers who support the club. So again, looking forward to seeing you guys. I'm excited, and hopefully you guys all smack them on Saturday.
Yes, sir. Keep it short and sweet. We're going to drop off of here. Good luck, everyone. Tight lines, and we will see y'all Saturday morning at Fellsmere. Good night.
Good night.